There we go. Okay, I'm back. So before we forget about it, and before I lose track of what the time was, let me just put this to the record. And of course, I'll post that in chat. There's your link if you want to follow along at home and see some stats and data. And we got some VOD links and whatnot there too. Although I've been a little lazy there. I need to actually update. There's some VOD links missing there. I have everything highlighted on Twitch, and I've been doing YouTube exports for a while. I've, as you can see, been a little lazy on that front. And I should really fix that because. And what's our time? 1:32:34. Twitch, like, the reason I haven't put everything on YouTube is because exporting from Twitch to YouTube is a little bit cumbersome. And it's, yeah. I mean, you click a button for export, but it's like half the time it doesn't work. You have to do it a few times. It's a little weird. But it's, the problem with using Twitch as your, like, video repository is that browsing on Twitch is a fucking nightmare. Like, it's impossible to find anything. Not just like discovery and finding channels and stuff, but like if I link someone to my page to find a video, just browsing through the videos page, through the collections, the playlists and stuff, like it barely works. It's really bad. So another issue I've had with YouTube exports is that it's YouTube is even more so than Twitch. There we go. A little overeager when it comes to content ID stuff. Meaning, anything that has any like copyrighted music and stuff tends to get muted or blocked, or you know, you have a little bit of issues with it. Oh yeah, let me update. I forgot. So that's why, like, because I've done similar streams of like, you know, game series and movie-based games and stuff like that, and had music, and almost every time. And when I've exported it to YouTube, it gets like blocked or something gets, you know. So that's why I haven't really wanted to deal with it. But I have seen very clearly that YouTube highlight or Twitch highlights of my previous streams, very rarely have view counts exceeding single digits, whereas I can put stuff on YouTube and it gets a lot more views. I mean, percentage-wise, it's still not like a lot, but views that can count in the hundreds, if not thousands. And it's not that I'm particularly concerned with monetization or anything like that, but it's more like I make this stuff because I would want people to be able to watch it. And discoverability is so terrible on Twitch that it's yeah, I'm definitely encouraged to do more with YouTube, and it's definitely something I would want to do, even if it's literally just exporting Twitch archives and stuff. But even that has been like just ever so slightly annoying in some small ways that I haven't prioritized it. And the thing is too, like the longer I put it off, the more work it feel like it becomes. But maybe it would be a project for summer or something, just to get kind of on track with having a habit and a process for making sure that everything gets put up on there. It's something I need to look at. But in any case, if you want to see a particular previous game in this series, the easiest way is probably to use the _Batman command to get the link to the spreadsheet where you have links to like part 1 of every game on Twitch, and for as long as I've uploaded them, the YouTube ones as well. Well, with that out of the way, let's jump into... Wait, did I update? Hang on. I think I updated this, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Catwoman's Revenge. Let's go. So, the Batgirl episode is like 90 minutes. All the other ones are like 10 to 20 minutes. They're kind of cool for what they are, but it's kind of weird that these were paid DLC, I think.
So unless Eddie's informant was lying to me, the entrance to Riddler's robot factory is hidden in here. Keycards on the goons. Of course. Eddie's in prison and he's still wasting my time.
So is this like setting up how he kidnapped her, or is this meant to be afterwards? I guess maybe it's afterwards because she said she's in prison or whatever. I don't know.
Got their key cards? Yeah, good. Don't lose.
Catwoman, I guess, is mostly just a continuation of, like, mechanically she works the same she did in Arkham City. Got Cat Vision. Can we see who has the actual key cards?
Makes me feel bad for all the times I cornered nerds in high school and made them eat their glasses.
Well, he was gonna replace us with those robots. Yeah, and look how that worked out for him. When Enigma gets out of jail, I think this pack of atavistic idiots ain't no longer gonna be facing our inevitable the robots. We can take care of
One down.
Okay, I was gonna take him out, but I guess no need for that. Some first-person tunnels, of course. Well, that's like the same guy. I don't need to pickpocket him twice, I'm sure. I need to, like, I think I can run and slide under there. Ah, you can. Okay. There are grates here to go through to the upper floor. Guess you don't want to do that when there's guys.
This sure beats waiting for food drops in Arkham City.
That's two.
You think Catwoman's gonna come after Riddler after
And three. Easy. Time to head back
All
to
right.
the terminal.
I'm not sure if I needed to find specific guys or maybe just any guy in a particular color or something. I'm not even sure how that worked, but we did it. Oh, well, okay. Climb through there. Nice.
So, are robots alive? What? Oh, robots.
You've got the keys. Back to the terminal,
Yes.
Selena.
God damn it. I understand. You can be quiet for 2 seconds.
Technically a type of zombie. Huh.
Come on, come on. 3 keys. Why is it always 3 keys? Here we go.
Very casual.
Someone's here! All of you, keep your eyes open and find them.
Great. Better take them out before heading in.
You do not need to avoid being seen when taking them out. Alright, well, that's good to know. Probably more fun that way, though. Can I do some kind of... Yep.
I shoot him dead!
Huh? This guy. Is he dead?
Where you at?
On me!
Wait, take down.
What happened here?
Yeah, that's sure. Well, okay. Let's get out of here, maybe. There's like 8 guys converging.
What happened here?
Holy shit. Alright, well, there's a few people a little more isolated.
We can't help him. He's out cold. Keep a lookout.
It's a little disorienting that you can't, like, move the camera above. I mean, I understand, but...
What's happening?
Hey, what happened to you?
I like that she kind of keeps a low profile when doing that. It makes it a little easier. Well, I guess I don't know if it makes it easier. I don't know how likely they would be to see you anyway, but I don't know. It feels a little better.
Batman's gone. Who's after us?
What if it's a ghost?
What if it's Batman's ghost?
Oh, God.
I mean, they joke about Batman's ghost, but that's basically what we see at the ending, right? Weird scarecrow Batman ghost. Doesn't seem too far-fetched to me.
Whoever they are, they ain't taking us.
Wait, do we have gadgets? Whip. Bolas. Caltrops. Can you like climb? Nope, I guess you can't climb up around the corner. Though I guess you could just like climb up normally.
Are we all still in one piece? This area's clear.
Oh, no.
Oh God! Someone's down!
Where are you?
I'm over here!
No. He didn't see the person I thought he saw.
Hey, what happened to you?
Nothing. Nothing. That's not how you... Well, let's do that.
You're all mine, freak!
Whoops.
Gonna see how bad this guy's hurt. Poor schmuck.
Luckily, this guy's
She hit this
a very
guy
stiff
hard.
necks. They
How many
cannot
shots
look
happened?
up.
I've lost count. Too many, buddy. Too many. We can't help him. He's out cold. Keep a lookout.
Enemies will check ceiling if they found a nearby unconscious body. Well, that's very diligent of them. Extreme cases such as that.
He ain't getting up. Keep
Just try that.
Me too.
Talk to me, guys.
Hey, think this guy's still breathing? I'll keep watch. We need to work together.
This guy. Is he dead? Over here.
I don't have an indicator of how many guys are left. That's a little different.
I think
Whoa.
something's moving down there.
Nope.
We can't help him.
Just a ghost.
Wherever it was, it's gone now. Cover me, someone. I'll check it out wounded. She's here.
Nope.
I'll get you.
No, you won't. Not too worried. Okay. I might have nowhere to go. That's fine.
I'm gonna go see if
Oh,
the guy
shit.
got hit.
Oh, I guess that was the last guy. Alright, well that worked
Okay,
out.
That's the idiots taken care of. Now for the door.
I thought I could do the like take them both out from behind, but the one guy turn around. Well, this looks suspiciously like a
Let's
puzzle.
see. Switches and symbols, of course. Why is it never a lock? I can pick locks.
Alright, so there's golden dudes there with the number 3 on them. So I guess we're looking for a boxy robot, red Ferris wheel car, and Griffin. It's my assumption anyway. So, okay, I guess we're exploring. Going for a little jog. See, there's a Ferris wheel right here. And a robot, and it's just number 1. Okay. About the Ferris wheel. Got a number on it? I mean, we could use the process of elimination, if nothing else. What were the last thing? Griffin? On a bird? Are we to assume that the bird is also in this room? Saucers from outer space. Are these griffins? Nope, just flying fish. griffin? Nope, it's a bear. Airplanes and a bear. Hey, what's this? That's pretty cool. Penguin racetrack. Oh, hey. 2. Alright, robot. Robot, griffin, gold dude, and Ferris wheel.
Did it. That officially is the last of these damn things I ever do.
It's really, like, I'm not sure if it's super dark. I'm getting a bunch of sunlight here, making it harder for me to see, but it's fine. We got through this. Riddler's robot factory.
Computer! It is I, your master.
Hello, the Riddler.
Oh, this is so ridiculous.
Thank you, computer. But this is a matter most exigent.
Error. Do not understand. Exigent.
It means urgent. Understand? Now.
Thank you, the Riddler.
Yes, you're welcome. Now, the Gotham Police Department currently has me immured, and
Error. Do not understand.
What's up, Grim Fandango?
It means imprisoned, you idiotic machine. Confined, incarcerated, banged up.
Now, we're just wearing a very comfortable
Elevator manual override
breaking and entering
beginning descent.
What?
combat suit.
Hey, Eddie,
Catwoman.
aren't you in prison?
Ha! No prison can hold me. Hang on a second. Why, yes, Officer Cash, I'm just talking to my lawyer. Get out!
Calm down, Eddie. Here's what I'm going to do.
Wait,
I'm going to steal all
if
your
the Riddler's
money
talking
and
on the
destroy
phone from the police
everything you
station,
built here.
why does he have weird hacker robot
I don't approve
Max
of that
Headroom
defense
voice?
strategy, good sir.
Is that just how the Riddler talks in this universe? Alright, Riddler bots. Because the Riddler in this universe is just like a robot engineer. He's not really a
And I will be free.
Riddler. I remember actually the final part. Well, we'll see.
Remember this trick?
We might have some trouble with this, or it might be. Well, we'll see how hard or not this is. But I'm getting them mixed up. I can't really remember. But I think I'm thinking of the
Catwoman! I can't see. Are you dead?
the final like Catwoman rescue Riddler things. Do you do in the main
I
game
mean, why?
that
That's an outrage.
get really difficult? But I might be I might be getting it mixed up with this. This might be what I'm thinking of, or it's just like kind of the same thing. These floor panels are gonna get electrified, and we need to be like really.
Cat, you know the Batman, and he's overrated too. Overrated?
I have to start taking them down like super fast. I will see if this actually provides a challenge, and we have to like
Make sure to crawl out of my lovely factory and down the street.
redo stuff. Like, it might not be the end of the world. But yeah, talking about the endless Craigslist resources, add Riddler to that
You'll
list of
regret
just
this.
being able to build infinite supplies of humanoid combat robots.
Kill her, my friend, then free me.
and also gigantic underground racetracks.
My vengeance will combine the fury of Achilles with the patience of Prospero. You'll be looking over your shoulder so hard that empty head of yours will unscrew and fall right off. You'll
Keep it down, Nigma. Don't make me take away your chair.
Sorry, Officer Cash. My, but your hook was particularly shiny today.
So far, this seems... Oh, yeah, there we go. Starting to get electrified. I wonder if these takedowns are actually... I'm not sure if they actually speed anything up. They might not. Probably not, because when we stay in this, like, free flow, whatever, I think attacks just deal more damage and are faster.
You've got but that's not around anymore.
Can't fucking see what's going on. It's so, like, the floor is just covered in robot parts.
Out of here. Thank you for saving me the... Kill one thief.
I'm almost dead, also. Okay, I was pretty much dead, but got my life back.
Time I got paid.
Riddler bots. Riddler bots.
Yeah, let's shut him up.
Gee, it's locked.
And encrypted. So good luck. Good luck.
Voice print accepted. Welcome, the Riddler.
Smash TV levels of enemies. Yeah, pretty much.
No! I won't accept the plea bargain.
Like, it's fun and it's cool. Like, I'm glad that they're taking the mechanics they have to this kind of extreme. They're pushing it as far as they can. But from a kind of a narrative standpoint, or, you know.
Eddie, you're not going to need 2.73 million in jail, are you? They feed you for free.
This menu screen. All right, okay, sure.
And what are you going to do with
Like,
the
it's a little
robot
silly.
factory while you're in there? Arrange some sort of elaborate prison break?
Please, please. Do you want me to beg?
I mean, I'm fine with it being silly. I'd rather... I wouldn't prefer that they not do silly things because they were silly.
All right, Nigma, time you calm down.
It's just a little funny.
Get off the phone.
Bye-bye, Eddie.
Unhand and unhook me, you authoritarian attack dog! Oh, a taser? You think a taser frightens me? I am the Riddler, and you will not...
Did she really have time to leave? Well, maybe the whole place didn't blow up completely. I don't know. So there we go, 19 minutes. That was actually kind of longer than the other two, I think. And yeah, the thing I was thinking of is definitely the final Catwoman missions in the real game, where you kind of do the same thing, but it's like multiple waves of like the floor getting smaller and smaller. I remember it was like the #1 thing that I had the most deaths on in the game, for sure, when I first did it back when it came out. Right, so that was the actual campaign thing, but let's, like we did before, we got plenty of time. So let's also see whatever missions we have here that are tied to Catwoman. So they're not strictly part of the DLC, but because we didn't really get to spend much time with the character, you know, why don't we do the Catwoman missions here? There's actually a whole bunch of them. Yeah, and this one I wanted to mess around with before, the red and blue Riddler bots, but it's actually only available with Catwoman and Batman, so... what about the Predator missions? Yep. Toy shop. Yeah, pretty much the same one we just did, I guess. Double checking here. Yeah. We might do one of the other ones like as Catwoman just to have done it, but we'll focus on the ones that are like designed for Catwoman, so to speak. So yeah, let's do Catwoman fighting.
Simulation activated.
And, yeah, we'll keep the timer running. Just for consistency. Oh, shit. Riddler thugs. I guess that the description probably said we were fighting Riddler thugs. I just assumed Riddler bots.
I'll turn you.
Is that, no, that's Caltrops. That's Bola. Okay. I'm trying to figure out her quick fire gadgets. The whip has like you just tap the trigger to do the whip, which is the equivalent of doing a Batarang. But the whip itself, the gadget, how it works, is like not at all like a Batarang because it's so slow. It's much more like the Batclaw, actually. Okay, 1 star in round 1. That's actually pretty good. That's promising. Oh shit.
We're gonna drown you, cat.
That's cool. The takedown animations are always sick. Nice. Okay, she's got the magic counter.
I'm gonna bleed you like a pig.
I definitely fucked up the input, so a little lucky there that actually worked. Spinny spin. Oh, nice. We got 3 stars already. These things are usually 4 waves, I think.
How many pieces?
Pretty sick that the Caltrops seem quite effective against these guys. Okay, that went well. Actually, very well. Getting a bunch of extra points here, which I'm not going to use for anything, but that's fine. Still satisfying. Oh, hey, we got a no-hit. Also known as no-miss, which I guess it's kind of funny that they would be interchangeable terms, but... Alright, so I'm assuming those walls are going to hurt you. See. Oh, I guess he's got the juggle attack. Yeah. I wonder if she can do the disarm. I need to figure that out. Okay, that's a good. Oh, fuck. Then it'll triple juggle. Nope. Getting hit. See, that's why I hate the electric guys. Because you can't even hit them. See? And the way this, like, the targeting kind of works. It's not really inconceivable to, like, target someone or attempt to target someone and accidentally hit someone else or do shit like that. Like, it's one thing to have enemies that block, which breaks your combo, But getting hit and taking damage because you attack someone the wrong way, it's definitely a little annoying. And the risk of that happening increases exponentially as they both introduce more of those types of enemies, but also just having more people in a pile. It's nice that the game is very generous with the targeting. Like, you don't really miss attacks ever, generally speaking. But at the same time, you would kind of rather miss than accidentally do an attack that hurts you. We might as well, by the way, whoops, because seeing as Catwoman has a bunch of these different skins, why don't we... I don't think we really got to see much of this in the main game. A little bit, but not much. Whoops. Nope. Man, these menus. That was that. Riddler's thugs in the robot factory. Okay, that's what it said. That's why I got confused. Catwoman, Wildcat. As Catwoman, battle against infinite waves of outlaws in the Wild West set. Defeat enemies to gain more time and obtain the highest score possible. That's cool. I really like these ones that have, like, unique rules. I think that's a great addition to this kind of a game mode. To have, not just, you know, slightly different lineups of thugs in slightly different environments. Everyone, get into position. Everyone fucking running into caltrops. Whoa, that's a different special move. Not what I thought it would be. Probably because I pressed the wrong button, actually. Alright, she doesn't have the disarm move, but she's got the weird whippy stun thing. Alright, we got electric guys now. Basically means, yeah, we can't fight nearly as quickly now. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, shit. Almost caught him by surprise. But yeah, I think we did that okay. One extra point, whatever, for every 500 points, and we got 20. Well, that was fun. But you're kind of forced, yeah, it's so... You can't really take them out very quickly once you get those electric guys. At least I don't really know how to take them out quickly. Maybe there's... I don't know, with Batman, I think you can shoot them with the electric thing to, like, overcharge them, which stuns them. I forget how that works exactly. But again, I appreciate that the rules are slightly different, at least. I think there was one more, at least? Yeah. No, actually, there's two more. Yeah, there's the robot thing. Yeah, okay. Feline Frenzy. Take on infinite waves with thugs as Catwoman with her nimble fighting style and unique gadgets. Okay, so that's pretty much the exact same thing, I guess. Although the scoring is a lot more stingy. You get 1 extra, whatever that is, for every 40,000 points, and not for every 5,000. Well, let's try it out. Exciting locales.
Simulation activated.
We're gonna hurt you, Captain.
I'm not done.
I guess having medics around, it's not the end of the world. Also, I just realized this is not the same because this is not timed. Also, we got different enemies.
Come on, man, get back up.
Broke his damn leg.
Hey! Giving first aid.
Oh, we got electric guys already. Ooh, that's lucky. Fucked up my combo though.
This thing's going where the sun don't shine.
I guess requiring more points for the reward, whatever, makes sense given that. Wrong guy. We don't have the timer aspect to deal with, so potentially you would probably be expected to be able to get a lot more points. Like, we haven't really taken a lot of hits yet.
I'm gonna break you. Time to break the cat. You ready for me, cat? I'll break you open,
Finally got to do a takedown like that. Or beatdown, I guess it's called, not a takedown. Shit. Oh, okay. Maybe you can't do takedowns on electric guys? I don't know. I like that he delayed his knife startup like a lot. The best way to deal with these guys are. I'm trying to. Oh shit! I'm like out of caltrops. I didn't realize you could run out of gadgets.
Your face will be dust.
Yeah, it definitely seems like she's deliberately. Yeah, even that doesn't work. Shit. Maybe you whip them. That's all you need to do. I don't use the whip super often because it is pretty slow. I was like, half of these guys are medics. Yeah, that seems to work. I'm getting gun guys. Ah, shit. Thought maybe I could move out of the way.
You won't be walking away from here.
Alright, we definitely take down these guys, but the guys who are like charged less sure about.
I'll smash your bones to pieces. Someone get
I'm curious to see if and how they keep escalating. I mean, I guess increasing number of gun guys makes things a little tricky. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to turn it. Oh my god. Okay. I've actually barely taken any gun armor damage either, so. Because you have like separate extra life bars for guns versus melee. So like more gun guys wouldn't necessarily be the biggest threat. No shield guys yet. It's a little surprising. Fuck. That's the counter. Dude! Okay.
I'll break your face, Jack.
Heard someone make a gun sound somewhere. Doing the 360 whip thing does not seem to decharge the electrified guys, though. Like just learning some mechanics. Like, oh yeah, I never paid attention to this or that in a fight before. But there's like fewer and fewer attacks happening here that I can actually counter. This will happen, but there's less of them for sure. I wonder, like, probably the game has some sort of system that queues and prioritizes, like, enemy attacks. That's what I would assume anyway. So, probably, like, the game wouldn't allow 12 enemies to hit you at once. So it would kind of make sense that either the game will always prioritize, like, allowing more dangerous enemies to hit, or it could also be something that they do as a way of scaling the difficulty. But like, even though there are just baseball bat guys, that's a different one. I accidentally smashed. Okay. That's like way faster than the stun move. Yeah, what I was trying to say is like if normally it would space it out a little bit so different enemy types try to hit you, that in order to make it more difficult, maybe they only make it so that the more dangerous enemies get kind of put at the front of the queue, so to speak. Assuming there is some kind of system like that. That's what I would assume. I'm really shocked that I haven't more frequently accidentally hit stun rod guys, because I feel like there's been like 3 times where I pressed a button and felt like, oh shit, I hit the wrong guy. But when the attack connects, I actually didn't. Or maybe I didn't hit who I was aiming for, but I didn't get like stunned. No caltrops? Nope. Still out of caltrops. Not sure if they ever refill or how that works. There we go. Well, there we go. It's not a good thing, but like I said, I expected it to happen more frequently. Using the whip seems to be somewhat of a liability. But if you have like a red target that you can't counter and you use a whip to hit them out of it, the other enemies seem to be more cordial about waiting their turn. Except situations like that. We are taking chunks of damage here, so not going to take many more hits. Before we're actually done here. Whoa. Yeah, things... when you get this many enemies, definitely some things... still unexpected. But I mean, I think it's still... Whoa. Credit where credit is due. Like, it's kind of incredible that the things stick together and work as well as they do. Haven't had one of these in a while. Oh. Normal counter. I haven't done one of those in a while. Oh! I pressed the whip button to whip that guy, but I whipped someone else. Oh. That's fine, though. I think I went long enough. Cleared 3 stars with a significant margin. Okay, so that leaves us with one last challenge. Play as Catwoman and unleash your combat skills on the Riddler's robotic army. Destroy the red robots, avoid the blue, and switch them up to defeat them all. Chain your combos to maximize your score. Well, that goes without saying. Gotta chain your combos. So is it like hit LB to toggle, or do I switch? Is it like, well, I guess it wouldn't be Batman and Catwoman. I think it is when you do this in the main game. Do I hit one of those things?
Simulation activated.
Try to dodge it, but... This is gonna be terrible. Like navigating to those switches while keeping your combat or combo. Oh shit. Okay. I guess they can switch too. Maybe it might actually be a little bit easier. If they escalate a little bit. At least these guys do normal attacks. I don't know, this is like kind of confusing. Fucked up a gadget. Oh, what the? Okay. I guess caltrops wouldn't work on robots. Okay, that did not feel like it went well at all. But we did get 3 stars with some margin, so... Okay, well there we have it. I believe that was the last Catwoman. Well, no, okay, right. There was this one too. So let's see. I'm not gonna like make a bunch of attempts until we do it. Let me just double check. There's no more than that there. No, just the one. But we'll try and aim for 3 stars.
Meow.
They call me Val with the thematically appropriate host alert. What's up? Thank you very much for that host and welcome Val viewers. We're doing some Catwoman DLC for Arkham Knight. We're almost done. This is the last mission. Oh my god. We got sentry guns. Yeah, the remaining unseen part might be a little tricky. Oh yeah, this is from the main game. I forgot about that. You are right. You do go to this place.
Simulation activated.
Alright, there's a medic. That seems like a good place to start.
Wonder where I'd be now if the Arkham Knight hadn't found me.
Let's hope this guy can't see upstairs. Alright, good. So, we want to use caltrops. Oh, you can't. I was going to say, I don't think you can do it from the ceiling, but you actually can, apparently.
I bet the war zone's nicer than this city.
I guess I don't need to, like, freak out about using caltrops immediately, because there's probably a whole bunch of dudes, and we just got to make sure to use it before the whole thing is over. Oh, okay. Boy.
When this is over, I'm retiring.
This guy's go... Yeah. He should be somewhat isolated here. Completely inconspicuous. I believe if I crawl down here... Yep.
This is better than my last posting.
So these guys have... they're like Batman vision mode. Whatever. Immune, so you can't see them. What did I get a second star for? Take out 3 enemies from the ceiling. Okay, I didn't even think about that.
Who is that? Need a medic over here. We need a medic. What's your location? Over here. Coming. What's that noise? People over there.
Oh, he heard me drop the caltrops. Oh, fuck. Okay. Wait, did I target him for silent takedown? Yeah, I must have.
Come on, buddy.
Let's hack this thing. Okay. I'm not going to get a very good time on this, I'm sure. But time isn't how you're scored. Like, you have a best record. Well, you're kind of scored by it, but in terms of getting stars, for some missions, you do need a good time. But for the Predator missions, I think generally that's less of a concern. Wow, okay, there's a bunch of dudes there.
What's that? Got a medic down here. Medic! Where are you? Over here.
Shit, there's more medics, I'm sure.
I need some space here. You need to wake up.
I wanted to see if I could catch up to that one guy. Oh, this isn't gonna work. Let's, well, actually, let me stay on these guys. Because when they're done here... Oop. Okay, so much for remaining unseen.
Target's moving. I need help here.
Oh, cool. I didn't even realize you could do that, but... you know what? Let's try this again.
Simulation activated.
It doesn't say how many guys there are. But we can probably safely assume that there are more than one... There's more than one medic.
Wonder where I'd be now if the Crusade hadn't found me.
Medics are trouble. I don't think... Well, I actually don't know. I was going to say, I don't think they can revive infinite amounts of dudes. Maybe they can. I don't know. But, depending on how many of them there are, like, having... Like, a medic trying to resuscitate someone will be vulnerable.
Who's out there? If you fail me, you fail Scarecrow, and he has a
Oh, shit.
particular way of showing his displeasure.
I guess that was interesting. Yeah, I don't know how the caltrops really work outside of combat. I guess he was close enough to hear them or like be alerted.
Nothing here.
So when he was like because he was on alert,
Just hold it together.
that's probably why he just like swept them away. He wasn't.
Stay alert, everyone.
What if I like drop caltrops there, far enough for people not to hear? Because I don't think if they will always just legit see the caltrops
If you fail me,
while
you fail
patrolling,
Scarecrow, and he has a particular way of showing
then
his
I
displeasure.
don't know how this is gonna work. Let me just see what happens then.
Wonder where I'd be now if I hadn't found me. Who was that? I don't know.
We didn't remain unseen. I just realized. Well, fuck it. Like I said, we're not gonna... Whoa. Well, clearly we did not. That's fine. These are, like, pretty challenging missions. They're pretty huge with all the different, like, the number of enemies and shit, so...
Poor guy.
So it'd be pretty impressive to see people do this like really quickly and really well. But I guess you would just route it, like you would learn. Like the enemy patterns are always the same. See if we can at least get 2 stars. Ah, fuck, there's a medic.
Get back in the fight. Whoa!
Whoa.
I'm coming for you.
Oh, there's like more guys. This is not going well. Yeah, we're dead. Unless... Hey, what's up? Yeah, we're doing some Catwoman DLC here. I literally have a pixel of health.
Target locked. Spread out. I'm gonna check.
They convert. Well, the thing is, they were already there. Basically, they had already converged for other reasons, so to speak. Because there was a downed guy that, like, someone had found a downed dude, and when they do, they call for a medic.
Why are you all here? Come on, get going. We're in the middle of something here.
And whenever a medic resuscitates someone,
Simulation
okay,
failed.
they will always have them. They will always cover them. Let's try again. This is definitely like a very high level mission like this. There's, I mean, I definitely fucked up. No, no arguments there, but see if I can. Take out this guy. I think I started to kind of screw up a little bit when I first used the caltrops. Inadvertently alerting dudes with it, but it's actually a good thing to actually probably drop them here. Someone heard something, but they didn't see me because I didn't lose the star. I didn't realize anyone would be close enough to hear it, because if they're on like alert, they will not they will not get hurt by the caltrops. Yeah, the caltrops don't seem super useful. It's just that there's a challenge to use them. So he actually stepped on him, but that's not going to count because I didn't take him out while he was stunned by it. Also, I lost my star, so someone saw me somehow. That's just for 3 ceiling takedowns. See, there's a medic there.
What are you standing around for? Cover us! You need to wake up.
Okay, that didn't really work.
Oh, you can't run from me! I need cover here.
Yeah, some of these, the DLC stuff and like the later unlockable ones, definitely kind of higher level of challenge. We'll see. At this rate, I'll be happy if I can do this, let alone do it well. I had to stop playing Doom Eternal before it went crazy. Yeah, it says before too, like this warning message, like if if guards find, you know, unconscious dudes, they might check the ceilings. Like, oh yeah, okay, well, that's when they first think to do that. All right, let's just. Fuck. Okay, that worked out surprisingly well. Is it right? What the? Where am I? Fuck. I'm taking a lot of damage here. I'm trying to jump down. Oh my god.
Simulation failed.
That was a little annoying. Man, at this rate, it's like, will we even be able to do this?
Simulation activated.
I've been to war zones nicer than this city.
That was, not great. Basically, I should be able to take out... I think, yeah, that guy's not going to turn around. See, this is dangerous, though, because you start getting a little... You get impatient. And being impatient makes you a little careless, or me, anyway. Is there a crate here? Oh, over there. Okay, that was a little confusing.
Everybody, stay sharp.
Okay, yeah, this is the guy I wanted to see. I'm gonna risk it. Hope they don't instantly turn around. That's a little scary too, because it could have been someone right there.
When this is over, I'm retiring.
I'm trying to be a little more kind of proactive, but the thing is, There's gonna be medics and guys around. Maybe taking out the sentry gun would be a good idea, if possible. Actually, this might be a golden opportunity to do just that. There's a guy right in front of me, but he's blind.
We need a medic! What's your location? Over here! I'm on my way!
What's your location? Over here!
Sentry guns out of act. Out of my way!
Shit, I could have done a takedown. Is that takedown when I was like beside him? It's kind of weird.
Target's mobile! Move on my location! Deploying thermal... Hey, what happened to you?
Alright, there's a medic there, but... Whoa! While we're taking out the medic.
Let's see if he's okay. Where is he? Over here. I'll keep watch.
Ah! There we go. I think they might... Well, at this rate, I struggle to imagine them resuscitating guys at the same pace as I'm taking them out, but...
I'll cover you. You can't run from me.
Okay, I guess that was it. Never like doing this missions for time.
Simulation.
Yeah, it's like not like there's smaller ones where it's like take out 5 guys in a tiny room or whatever. Like that's one thing, but when it takes this long, you want to be patient. Like where patience is an important thing, it kind of sucks. Well, I think that basically that's time. In my arbitrary way of measuring time taken to complete each of these DLCs, that is like a 10-minute campaign thing and a bunch of extras. But we're going to put that to the record. We're going to do this. And see that we are finished with Catwoman's Revenge. We're going to move on to the next one very, very shortly. We're going to do that. And I'm going to see if I can put down the time here. Whoa, I did not mean to do that. An hour, even. I feel like most of that hour was spent on that last one. But actually, there was a number of Catwoman... Well, I guess, yeah, the infinite combo or combat thing probably took the longest, actually. Oh, yeah, sorry, you guys can't see. I'm just filling this out, so we're done with that. A lot of people who play this would tell me they hated the Bat Vision Jammer guys the most. I tried not to over-rely on the enhanced vision modes, so they didn't bug me as much. Yeah, I'm mostly with you. I think my biggest issue with Arkham Knight, in terms of like, it's clear to me that the Predator missions, or whatever you want to call them, are... Arkham Knight has my least favorite ones in the series. And I ascribe that mostly to the fact that they're so much bigger. If you want to feel like you can complete one without fucking up too much, especially in a challenge mode like this, like the fact that they are such large areas with so many enemies, it makes it annoying when you fail and you want to start over. But more than that, like if I wanted to boil it down to something, I felt like the open areas and the size of the areas makes it so much more difficult to feel like you have a very clear picture of what's going on. You know, it's hard to get that feeling of being Batman and having that, you know, mastery and that kind of to kind of dominate that situation and being. You don't feel like you're someone they should be afraid of when you are like, you keep getting caught around corners and stuff like that. I understand from a development standpoint wanting to expand the scope of what can happen in those situations. I'm not against having, even in the first game, they start shooting down the gargoyles, for example, and having different types of takedowns for different situations and everything. But I just felt like City and Origins struck that balance better. Because in Night, you have like too many gadgets. There's too many things you can do. So it's so much harder to mentally keep track of your tools. The game doesn't necessarily expect you to use all the tools, because I feel like that could have been a big problem if the game is raising the complexity and difficulty in such a way that it expects you and demands you to interact with the systems to that degree and raise the challenge that way. They could have done that, and I think they did a pretty decent job of not doing that, at least. But at the same time, it's with enemy, like I said, it's not really the challenge level. I welcome different enemies dealing with your capabilities. Like, I think the medics are an awesome addition, both in combat and in predator sequences, because the medics aren't any more annoying to deal with per se. You just have to approach the situation a little differently. So I think they're a terrific addition. Sentry guns, I don't know. They're okay, I guess. Mines and stuff like that. Like, all of that I'm okay with. I think the jammers are great. I agree. Like, having an excuse to not just sit in Batman vision mode all day, like, I think is probably a good thing. But definitely, like, when you have these, like, giant... Like, they added so much verticality to it as well. Like, there's very rarely anything with more than, like, 2.5 kind of floors in the previous games. But in this game, there's so many areas that have, like, what feels like 2 separate buildings and a little indoor area and this construction scaffolding and this and that. And you have, like, not 8 guys, but, like, 16 guys or 25 guys or whatever. And it's so easy to find yourself not having a good grasp on where everything is. And you don't want to spend like 5 minutes just fucking around in the location, like scouting and learning the area. Like, you need the areas to be simple to the point where you can intuit where to go and how to get from point A to point B and stuff like that. And I just felt like the scope, the increased scope of those sections in Arkham Knight made it like they impede the ability for the game to make you feel like you're Batman, basically. The way the combat is, like, very simple makes it easy for you to feel like you are a very powerful, strong fighter, which I think is very appropriate. It works really well. And the Predator stuff, for the most part, I think achieves the same thing, but I think it achieves it less successfully in Arkham Knight by making it so overly elaborate. It's like, technically speaking, if you were to master it completely, like if you watch a speedrunner or whatever do this super well, I think you could absolutely argue that would come closer to be a more like faithful Batman simulation. I don't know, but that's not the experience I had playing the game, and it's less of that experience than I had playing the previous games, which I think is, it's a little unfortunate. What we're going to do is I'm going to take another short break. Capture. There we go. We are going to move on to GCPD Lockdown, the Nightwing episode. And then there's the Robin episode, and then we're going to be done. So we're very close to done here, which means we're getting very, very close to the end of this entire several years long adventure of playing all these Batman games. Exciting stuff. For now, let me hop on over here, and I'm going to set up the scene here for the next... let's do that. And update this. We're going to have this splash screen for each game. It's very important. Give me a second, guys. There we go. So I'm going to take a super short break. I'll be back in a few minutes with GCPD Lockdown.